Hey, what's up, everybody? I appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you follow me already, you already know I try to post a lot of funny reels, dad content, teacher related content. But today's subject is a little different. It's how I first noticed my 3 year old was autistic. And as a coach, I've worked with a various array of kids on the spectrum, not on the spectrum, coach kids with autism. And with my own daughter, early on, I have 5 girls, and she is the fourth. So out of five, she's the fourth, and so she's 3 years old right now. And when she was born, once she turned about 6, 8, 9 months or whatever, she wasn't really like taking to me, like really embracing me as dad or somebody that she knew. She kind of treated me like a stranger, like she didn't know me. Like if I talked to her, try to make her laugh, nothing. Um, I thought it was because I was coaching. I'd leave for work at 6 a.m., get home after 6 a.m., sometimes 8, 9, depending on the sport or waiting for kids to get picked up. I get home, she's asleep. So I was like, okay, I'm not really home. She don't know me. And that was a little different from my other daughters. But it wasn't until like the summer break and Christmas breaks, she still wasn't fooling with me. Didn't want me to hug her, didn't want me to touch her. Um, the girls know that during the summertime, I built like like a tent or whatever, and we all do like little miniature sleepovers or whatever. And she wasn't having none of that. And so I was like, okay, no worries, no big deal. She'll come around. And then there were times where she'd get frustrated. I noticed she would do something like she would take her chin and put it on my knee, or she'd lift up her shirt and put her belly on my knee and be like, belly, belly, And I'm like, hey, that's weird or different. What? Why is she? But I let her do it. She just run up and no big deal. And then I noticed like there are times that she would crash out because maybe there was something on TV she didn't want to see, or just out of the blue, and we can't figure out what's wrong with her. And I'm just kind of watching her like, huh, that's different. And then one day I saw her walking on her toes. And in the coaching realm, we call it the balls of your feet, kind of that pad underneath your toes. I saw her kind of walking around, but she would usually do that when she was like constipated. She constipated a lot. So usually when she was constipated, she's walking on her toes. And I'm like, she's just trying to poop. But then it kind of hit me like the light bulb went off when I saw her doing that. That was like the moment I was like, oh, wait a minute. I remember those kids in my class or on the football field. Some of them walk like that, and they were autistic. And I started kind of connecting the dots with you know, when she get upset, she kind of flail her hands. Now, mind you, I've seen some kids with autism that will do this a lot, walk on their toes a lot. She didn't like commit to doing it all the time. It would just be in moments. So I'm like, man, that. I tell my wife, I said, man, I think she's autistic. I mean, the crashing out, putting her chin on my knee. Look how she's walking. I'm like, look at her, look at her, look at her walk. Look at her hands. And my wife kind of saw it, and she was like, you might be onto something. So we did. Long story short, we got her checked out. And sure enough, as I'm still learning about this, that there's different levels, I'm still learning. And she did fall somewhere on the spectrum. And so, they recommended that we get her therapy and get her or a school that works with kids with autism. And we did find a place. And so the journey now like begins because I've coached kids and I have patience, great patience for the kids that I teach and the kids with disabilities and autism. Um, Not so much with my own kids because there's an expectation I have that when you're my child and I ask you to do something, or it's yes sir, no sir, I expect you to do it. If you don't do it, I kind of give you that look. And but with her, she's kind of forced me to be you know, to be real patient. And I'm learning so much and understanding that now, learning from her, when I go back to my campus and I have those kids with autism, I can I am now prepared to really connect with them. And for example, like with kids with autism, some of them you have to, hey, do you want, you know, spaghetti or pizza? That was like a strategy I seen. Yes or no, I seen. And so now I'm doing things like that. And when they do have their moments where they crash out, I understand because I see it at home with my own kids. So, yeah, I'm gonna talk a little more about this and some other things that me and my wife have been going through with her, and so yeah, if you have a similar background story or experience with your own kid or kids, please share. Um, Pretty cool, and yeah, follow, subscribe as I make some more videos like this. And what I'll do is on the next one, I'll introduce you to her. I'll bring her on the camera. And so appreciate you guys. Lock in for the next video. Appreciate you.